What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, hanging out with my producer. Is that the right way, Sam? That's the right way. Sam, and right under me, we got Brian B from the Beeline Web Show. Let's go.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Here it comes. The motherfucking Loud Spot.
Before we get this show started, I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on all podcasting platforms. All right, Brian B from the Beeline Web Show. Man, I have been checking out some of your, in fact, every time you post something, I get a notification. And so because I'm liking your stuff, I always get, so you've got some really good interviews, and I think I'm getting your sloppy seconds.
Nah, bro. Hey, listen, no problem, man. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing this. I never even, thought that I was going to be interviewing some of the people that I have interviewed. I'm not going to lie to you though, man. The big names are always fun, but meeting people has been like the biggest part of this experience so far. I mean, even guys like yourselves, like it's been so much fun just meeting people, hearing people's freaking amazing stories. People have incredible stories, man. Just from they dealing everyday life situations, baby daddy, baby mama drama and shit. Like everybody be wilding out, man. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But I see you guys too, man. I was checking out your page and I saw so many different, from Lou Ferrigno to bro. Listen, you guys are doing it up. I ain't gonna take all the shine.
That Lou Ferrigno, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he even wanted to do the episode.
Yeah, for real.
But he wound up doing it, and until he actually sat down in the chair, he kind of had this. Then he sits down. As soon as he sits down, he's like all smiles, and then he didn't leave our booth for a little bit after that.
Yeah, but that's because you gave him a reach around right before that. So
yeah,
that's
he did like that. He didn't like that. That's why I didn't want to do
whole spot up.
That's right. Yeah,
to give the Hulk a reach around. That's gotta be you'll be a strong motherfucker for that. I mean, fucking 5 people and shit.
You only get one shot, right? You only live once.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Take advantage of shit.
So
yeah, man.
I know my story on why I started podcasting, and you just have a web show, and we're gonna get into your show, but I do want to ask you before we get into that, what got you started into doing YouTube? I see you have all kinds of cool effects and things that you do. So what led you to where you're at today?
Yeah, man. Really, like nothing major. I always wanted to do this. It was always something like I was growing up. Like I was always the laughing kid. I always was really into writing. Always into really big into storytelling and stuff like that. I was really big into Jerry Springer and all the talk shows and shit like that or whatever. And I kind of always wanted to be the dude with the mic and shit. And it's like, I started this thing when I was 10 years ago. It was about 10 years. My son is almost 12 years ago.
Wow.
And it was called The Beeline, and it was on Facebook and Twitter. And I was just like giving kind of like random quotes, like I was fucking Nostradamus or something. but I was giving just quotes, so like life, like just different experiences I was dealing with, going through, whether it be a heartbreak, whether it be whatever. Like I was just like just quoting random stuff or whatever, just making my own shit up. And then I left it alone for a while. I always had an idea, like I wanted to just do like videos and just kind of like put videos out on like YouTube or something like that or whatever. But I never did it. And I had a son. I went through a whole big, experience with life, moved to Georgia. And then after that, I really, 2020 hit. And that was like the, awakening for so many people and shit to, forget about your 9 to 5 and do what you want to do because you might not have time to do that shit. And it hit me hard. And I was like, listen, I wanted to do this for a long time. And 3 years ago, I started it. And I just started making videos with me and my girl, IT Tiff. And it's where it is now. And I mean, I couldn't be happier. I mean, the progression has been unbelievable. I've been serious. You know what I mean? Like I've been serious. I've been dedicated to this. But this last year, I gotta say, like it's been a lot that's happened. And I mean, I am full throttle. Like I left my 9 to 5. I'm just doing this now.
Damn.
It's been fucking amazing, man. Yeah.
It's commitment, bro.
Bro, I mean, I grew up in a family. Like I heard Sam, you were talking earlier about like music and stuff like that. I actually grew up in entertainment. Like my father used to manage up and coming artists. So we used to always be in talent shows. We used to always be in different concerts and different venues. We were big with Mary J. Blige's family. We know them well. So we were a lot of events that she was doing. And so I was always my father's like kind of sidekick. seeing people in the studio, hardcore rappers. Like I've always been a part of this industry, and with that knowledge, I kind of came into this like, yo, I want to continue it. I've always had fun with those experiences. I want to continue it. I want to talk to amazing people. I want to talk to singers and actors and actresses and shit, and just built from there, man. Really.
You know, I watching your shows, you have a ton of energy. Sam said earlier, kind of similar to me. I was like, I think he has more energy than I do, though.
Oh, you got a lot too.
Yeah, well,
you guys have too much energy, way too much energy. Both of you, knock it out, bring it down.
do you ever do? I've been told, by people, you should get on Twitch because see, I'm 40. How old are you?
I'm 36. Getting there.
Okay. So not too far of an age gap there, and it seems like some of the younger people are getting really big on like streaming on Twitch, and I've been told I should do that. Is that something you've ever considered doing? Because to me, it's like I'm ready on fucking every other platform. I don't want to do also Twitch and fuck Twitter too.
I can't fuck with Twitter, yo. Twitter is nothing but sex, yo. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my search history, but
you're right. It is,
bruh. It's like, when did titties and ass like all day? I'm like, yo, when the hell did that happen? Because like I said, I started off doing the quotes and stuff like that. That was when Twitter really first came out too, though. And it was like everybody was just posting about what they ate for breakfast and shit. But now it's like I was just doing that, and I've been trying to, I try to make sure I'm as up to date on as many platforms as I can. I'm on Twitch, but I don't really do shit on there. I just go live and I broadcast from there as well. But I mean, I never had the thing for games. My son, actually, he's a big gamer. I play games and shit, but my son's a big gamer. I'm actually trying to get him, Jay Flash, and we got a whole setup for him. But he's 11 going on 12. He's in his own world. He just like to play. He don't do any work. But I mean, it seems fun. I like to fuck around with games and stuff like that. And I think it's something that I could do. It might be another avenue that we probably could explore. People with big personalities playing games, talking shit. Like, I mean, that's what people like, right? Isn't it crazy? Yo,
why not? Drake's doing it. Drake's doing it.
Bro, I'm saying, isn't it crazy that when we were younger, we heard was, oh, you can't make fun money playing video games, and that's one of the biggest industries in the world right now.
Now you can.
Video games.
Dude, dude, people say it all the time, and I was never a huge gamer, but I do remember a lot of my friends did, and I know you can't make money from video games nowadays. Though they pay you a lot of money, especially if you're streaming it on Twitch. If you're streaming on Twitch, they will pay you if you have a lot of followers, But
exactly.
What's good for podcasters? What's your experience with that? Have you experienced any of it?
I'm sorry. Is Ask That Again? No,
have you ever? Do you know any podcasters that are doing well on Twitch?
On Twitch? No, not really. I mean, not as far as podcasting goes. I think there's a couple of guys that I do know that are actually on that platform. But as far as just significantly on that platform and just kind of profiting off of it or marginalizing off of it, not really, man. To be honest with you, YouTube is really. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll tell you who does. Yeah, I'll tell you who does very well is obviously female gamers. They're the ones that do very well on YouTube. So, but that's because simps want to see one thing or potentially of one thing. So if you would be, if you know what you could do, just take your shirt off, show them the titties.
Listen, I'll fucking do it too. They're here too. They're here a lot more than they used to be. I got married.
Exactly.
I'm not married yet, but
we all got
family. Now I used to be jacked and shit. Now I'm whatever. But no, you're right, man. Yeah. We literally had a one of our beginning episodes was I was talking about TikTok, and I wasn't acquainted with TikTok yet. I love TikTok and I'm addicted to that shit. But I was on TikTok and just also Sam too. I was just seeing nothing but girls dancing in bikinis, just thirst trapping people and shit. And literally, it's like you're absolutely right. Like girls who are in the game, first off, that was always kind of like a stigma. Like girls didn't like games. So when you found a cute girl who was into playing, Sega or whatever, you're like, oh shit, like she's cool as hell. That was the instant attraction. But now it's like it's so common, and then you got girls that play games and they bra and their titties out, and you're like, listen, bro, I'm paying this bitch all my money for the rest of my life. Like, it is true though.
The reason why I pointed at Sam earlier is because I didn't really want to do TikTok, And Sam is the producer of my show. He made the background for me. He makes layouts for me. He does all kinds of stuff. Gets me all this cool equipment, and also books a lot of great guests on the show. And he was like, you got to get on TikTok because that's kind of the newer platform. I didn't want to do TikTok. I was like, man, fuck that. I'm not doing it because, like you, Brian, every time I get on TikTok, it was just girls and titties. And then once I got into TikTok, I realized if you follow certain people, the algorithm changes.
Yeah.
But I think that's like the generic algorithm probably to draw people in is titties.
Ass and titties, bro. All day.
Well, so I just not came across something, but I explored a little bit more today. I'm dating someone who's a publicist, and when we have a mutual band, and they have AI and stuff like that. It's so funny that to gain attention in these days, you have to be outlandish, sexy, sex. Like us talking right now, 100 people listen to it when it posts. That's about it. Because no one seems to want to care about something. But if we do something outlandish, like
he froze. He froze on us.
Frozen. Get him. Wasn't finishing.
He was just getting to the meat and potatoes.
He was doing good. I was into that shit. I'm like, oh shit. Got some people on now.
He'll pop off and then he'll probably pop back on here, hopefully. That's what happens when you travel a lot and you're on the road. Sometimes your Wi-Fi is in and out,
Yeah, for sure.
You only do YouTube for the most part. You post your videos. YouTube's your main platform, right?
Yeah. YouTube, I'm on. And you want to know something? I love YouTube. I do wish that there was more that I can get onto. But here's the biggest thing, man. We're doing this shit that we're doing. Like we're talking about now, we rely a lot on our marketing and how we're marketing and how we're, putting things in people's face. You can put, words and letters in people's face all fucking day. Like, that's one of the reasons why I'm not really too interested in audio, even though I'm about to get into it. I love video because the visual, the sound, the look, everything, like you just said with your background, my background is a big thing. Like, you see it and it's something that's attractive, just like titties. You know what I mean? You have to grab the attention of people, bro.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they look to look at you, whether it be your energy, whether it be whatever. So yeah, like you're saying, no hate, but yeah, loud. If you loud, and that's what somebody's watching. Even if they watching that shit to fucking hate you, like you need that kind of dynamic to bring that attention in.
You just said something. You just hit the nail on the hammer with something. There are videos that we've done that I should have not deleted because I didn't like it. Like I kicked off one of Rob Zombie's old guitar players, straight up kicked him off my show. And then I was pissed off and I deleted. I was like, man, fuck that guy, piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Had I kept it,
bro,
a couple days later, I probably would have watched it, but that's pretty fucking cool. I probably could have aired it and I also aired stuff that people just hated me on. And then I deleted it real quick instead of just keeping it. And
I don't delete shit, man. Only time I don't use something is if I fuck up or if it's like I got an interview right now. Actually, I'm sitting a little pissed about because there's a really cool guy, like a video game designer, and he knows a lot of really interesting people. And I didn't even know these stories, but he was telling them on my show, and we were having just some difficulties. He was a little more on his side. It was like mic issues and shit like that, technical difficulties. Mm-hmm. But I still have the interview, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of like thinking about just putting out that part. I got to reach back out to him and see if he'd be cool with it because he told some really really incredible stories, like working with Jamie Foxx, and I'm like, oh wow, shit, like this guy is incredible. Like I didn't even know, that was his his character or whatever, but. I mean, you never know what's going to catch, bro. That's what's so crazy about content creation. True. These wild people doing all this wild shit. Listen, we've had some discussions about the guys going into Walmart. This is the shit that gets me. I'm not one of them type of guys, yo. You can't fuck with me in every way. Like, I'm wild and crazy on here, but I'm respectful too. Like, there's limits to shit. But the dude's going into Walmart and approaching people and breathing in their ear and listen, bro. There's certain things you can't do, man.
You know what? Do those videos annoy you sometimes?
Hell yeah.
They're hard to watch, right? It's like that's not even. It's funny till someone gets fucking killed,
bro. I'm trying to tell you, Just imagine being with your girl and you like, your girl or your kids or whoever you got. And, and sometimes like, there's some people out there and they do it kind of, you fuck with people and it's like, all right, you do it to an extent, maybe you'll tell me a funny joke or something. Okay, that's cool. But when you start going up and you approaching people and into their personal space, and then somebody tells you, I don't really want to deal with it, but you want to keep going, like you're saying, like Sam was saying, like the thrill of knowing that somebody's gonna watch this and I'm gonna get punched in the face. I can't wait. But while you're trying to attain that, you're deliberately like pressing somebody's boundaries. You're deliberately like doing all of this stuff to somebody unintentionally that has nothing to do with your life, with your existence, who's just trying to get by. You don't know what they're experiencing, what they're dealing with, and it's the most biggest form of disrespect that I see, man.
It is.
I hate that shit.
There's so many YouTubers out there that come, and Sam's down there watching to see if he can join back up if he wants to. His camera might still be a little bit. No, his Wi-Fi is not doing real well right now. But there's so have you ever thought about maybe I should do something to get attention from people, because you do have a big personality and people, it's entertaining to watch big personalities on YouTube. That's what YouTube's all about, right? Have you thought about doing something just kind of off the wall? Just to get the followers, to get people to watch your other shit that you've done, because you've had some cool guests, which we're also going to talk about. But have you thought about doing something crazy?
I haven't. I'll be honest with you, bro. And it's fucking crazy. There's people out there that are watching right now, like, yo, B, you haven't thought of shit. Because I was the reckless one, bro. When I was little, I was putting fucking bows and arrows through my neighbor's windows. I was wild, yo. I was always a wild kid. But like I said, man, I grew up Elizabeth, New Jersey, man. It's just a different caliber, bro. Like I've been through a lot of shit too. I've seen a lot of shit. I understand, like, I was reckless at a time. But disrespect. I'm a big, do unto the world as you want done unto you person. Yeah. And, especially having a family and being a family man and stuff like that. Like, I don't like to fuck with people. Now, just in general, like you're saying, like, any kind of wild thing. It's never been my thing, like, to go out and do like a crazy jackass video or something like that. I did shit like that when I was younger, but not now. I just like to be me. I want people to like me and my show, and follow me because of what I'm doing. And it's been working. But I feel you. If you feel like you need it, Bass, you feel like you need it. The truth is, though, the people who do get that shit, they got to keep elevating that bullshit. So if you went and jumped off, ran naked in fucking Walmart and drank milk, like you see some of them, and they spill on the floor, and you make these fucking poor people got to clean this bullshit up because you doing it. You feel me? Like fucking around their life. But then you go do that. Now you got to top it, because now that's all you about. So now you just a joke, you fucking clown. I'd rather just sit back, talk to cool ass people. Allow people who want to follow me for that reason. I don't never got to fucking, lower my boundaries or whatever, like, to just entertain.
I wonder how many people I wonder how many people have gotten seriously hurt trying to do a prank. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Trying to do a prank on YouTube and it just goes bad. I'm sure I don't know if anyone's been killed doing it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, and as many people have done it, I'm pretty sure it has happened. So you're talking about, I want to go, hey, what's up, Sam? There he is. Let's see if you can, dude, your story was so cool, and then
I know. I had to take shit. I had to take shit. I don't know what to tell you. No, it's just that's the problem with trucker Wi-Fi and running off hotspots. They're gonna come and go. And I don't even remember what the train of thought is, so we'll probably edit that out later. Doesn't even.
It was a good train of thought. Yeah, we actually ran on it. You were talking about, like, going onto TikTok and experiencing
so having to kind of come up with a different narrative in order to be extravagant, and kind of like you guys were just talking about how you got to one up every single time just to get the attention of people. I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of podcasts out there. There's a lot of musicians out there. There's a lot of entertainment. We have too many choices. Hell, our damn restaurants have too many choices. Right. You ever go to a restaurant and you're like, and you're just sitting there for about 5 minutes, like, I don't even know what to eat. I mean, a burger sounds good, maybe some chicken, but you're all over the place. There's too much there's too much competition. Like for this Wi-Fi right now, there's too much competition for Wi-Fi.
we're a self gratification, speech, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like we self-indulge. We're able to select, the people we want to date, the food we want to eat, the channels we want to watch, the music we want to listen to. At any time, at any point, with a remote control that we hold in our pocket daily. So our lives have been, modulated to completely just be structured however we choose. Mm-hmm. And that thought process gets fucked as well, because then you start just thinking everything is supposed to be catered to your convenience. And now that's why we have the difficulties. Like you're saying, man, you guys both are saying, like, do you ever feel like you have to do this? I'll be real with you. No. Fuck that. Like, music is another great example. Music is my life. That's my fucking life. I've been in forever. My cousins, everybody. I was talking to my cousins about different things like that because they're, still making music. I don't do it as much anymore because I got this going on. But they do the thing now where they're trying to make their songs differently because they're trying to fit in with the times. And I'm always telling them, like, yo, listen, bro, don't change yourself to put yourself in other people's perspectives. Change to fit in. Maybe you do a little bit different, whatever, but to literally change the structure of how you do your songs. Don't have a bridge. Don't have this just to satisfy people. What the fuck are you going to do next? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you can formulate yourself to work with, the demographic or whatever, but don't sit here and allow yourself to put a meat suit on so people can look at, oh, well, that's what they're doing now. Let me put a fucking, pork chop suit on. Like, no, bro, listen, just, structure your craft to do a little different, but don't leave what you love, man. That's how I feel.
That was a big thing that Sam was big on, especially talking to me. He'd be like, dude, you can't please everyone. You try to please, you just be yourself, because you're going to piss somebody off no matter what. You ever have somebody message you on like Facebook or whatever and say, why do you swear so much, or why do you do this? Have you ever lost a listener or two from somebody complaining about what you've done?
All the time. I don't give a fuck either. All the time.
Whatever,
somebody be telling me shit. I don't care. Oh, why'd you say that? Or what? I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Watch a different show or make your own show if you don't like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I have structured myself in certain situations, but like, some I'm not one of those people either. It's like, all criticism. Like sometimes you do kind of have to kind of take in what people are saying. Even with the cursing thing, like I'm from Jersey, man. It's like, it's one of those things. I try to, dull it down because you don't want to sound unintelligent either, man. You don't want to sound like, every other word is the F-bomb and you just dropping them, regularly. But then you start to lose it. Even when I'm talking to somebody and they're like, God damn, bro, like, how many times am I gonna use that? It's losing its oomph or whatever, like, so you gotta take it. But
like, hey, fucker, how many fucking shows you fucking played this motherfucking year?
That right there. That's the worst way to use. Like, it loses every. Like, you can't think about the conversation. Like, damn, how many did you just use? Like 5? Like,
yeah, I have to deal with it all the time with him.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta control it. You gotta control it, man, for sure. But yeah, you can't keep listening to what everybody's saying. Because if everybody could, they would structure you exactly how they want you to be, and bro, like you ain't gonna get nowhere that way. You never gonna find yourself with that shit.
No, and it really is sometimes, for lack of a better word, when I can't think of stuff to say, I just start swearing, just F this and shit that and blah blah blah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Or he'll have a dick joke.
Dick jokes. Yo, you can't fail with dick jokes.
Micro penis.
There you go,
bruh. You got a sound effect for this shit? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm on the right show.
I played it to some of my guests sometimes. Some bigger bands too. I played it for. When do you plan on doing? Because I know you were just saying you're talking about doing audio, right? If you wind up doing audio, because you're kind of flirting with the idea, when do you plan on dropping some audio instead of just only video?
I'm actually working on it now. Like, I got a couple of things going on right now, and I'm kind of restructuring the show. Not like crazy or anything, but I'm trying to get everything. I'm trying to get everything organized. That's probably the best way to say it. I have a lot of shows coming up. So I'm taking time now that I'm not having the 9 to 5 and everything. I'm taking some time to add the audio just to build my demographic, to build the people who listen to the shows when they're at the gym, to build I had one of the most interesting things is I had a guy that I used to go to high school with, and he doesn't even know this. I didn't even tell him, but he kind of told me, he's like, yeah, I listen to your show all the time. And I know it's on YouTube. And what I used to do when I used to listen to YouTube working, because I didn't have premium or any of that shit, when you close your phone, it turns off. So you would have to keep your phone on to have YouTube playing or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I would have to take YouTube and kind of put it in my pocket so it doesn't turn off, or put it in my shirt. So I realized, like, from doing that, me having to do that, I realized that's what other people have to do if they're trying to listen to my show. And he told me that he had to do that. And that's where I started. This was a long time ago, so I didn't really act on it very fast. But he told me that, and I realized, damn, I kind of want to have audio too to kind of help that demographic out too, because I could be missing out on a lot of people that listen to my shit because of the fact that I personally always want people to watch it. I think when you watch something, you're getting more of it. Like you were saying, Sam, just to see something, the visual aspect, the background, one of you guys were saying, the background, everything, I have a lot of my background. Everything plays a part into why you're enjoying something. Everything fucking matters, whether the tone of your voice, whether you curse too much, whether you do this, whatever you want to deliver, the package that you wrapping it in, you trying to deliver it to the people's fucking ears or eyes or whatever, or all. And that's what I want to go for, all. I'm very animated. I'm very loud. I do facial expressions. Do this. You ain't getting that shit when it's just audio. You just hearing it. So, but I want to hit all. I was thinking closed-minded and just I don't want people to watch, listen to it. I want to watch it. Why can't they do both? I can put both out there, and that's what I'm awakening to now. Soon, I guess.
You made me think of a question by you saying that. Have you ever had a guest come on your show that only joined audio and there was no video for them? Like they turned their camera off?
No, not really. I think I've had people with the camera that went down, and we kind of continued, but not for the whole show. I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against it though if they did.
It's hard to interview people. For me, it'd be hard to interview it because you can't see their facial expressions. Sometimes it's like a text message. Bro. You don't know sometimes what the meaning of what they're saying, especially if you can't. Because sometimes, like earlier today at 7-Eleven, the guy I bought a beer and a pack of cigarettes, and the guy there was 1746. I was like, "What? 1746?" And he didn't see my face. He goes, "Well, the cigarettes." And I was like, "Bro, I'm kidding, man." He wasn't looking at me when I said that. Yeah. I was like, real serious. I was like, "Dude, it's all right. I know I get this every day. It's the same price every single day when I come to 7-Eleven to do it." But it's just seeing someone's facial expressions can really help as a podcaster. Anyways, it helps me as a podcaster to kind of know the direction of, because you can tell if they're having a good time or they're having a shit time.
Exactly.
My shows are only 30 minutes. Unlike your shows that last a little bit longer than that, which are we doing your show right after this tonight?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, please. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So this conversation will continue on the Beeline Web Show. But before we get off of here, I want everyone to know I don't know if you have a website and your merchandise.
Please, check me out. Literally, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you're going to get everything. My link tree is on there. Instagram's always the easiest to follow. Go to it's Brian _B_line. There you go. It's a lot to say, but Brian B line. You're going to follow everything. I got clothes. I got shirts. I got the gear always, all day. We got TikTok. We all over the place. We got amazing interviews. Please go check them out. Thank you guys so much for having me on your platform. Can't wait to see you on mine in a minute.
Before we get out of here, I do want to say you watch some of Brian's shows. You will see that I'm getting some of his sloppy seconds on my show. We got some of the same guests coming on, but I love it because all I'm going to do is watch your interviews and ask the same exact questions that you ask.
Man, listen, if it works, it works, right? Awesome.
No, you're not. No, absolutely not.
I know. Brian, stay right there till after the outro song. That's all the time we got. Make sure to subscribe once again to our YouTube channel and all of our audio. I forgot what the fuck I'm talking about. That's all the time we got. Peace out. Rock on.
Hey.
Love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the loud spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.